Talking about Biden again. So as I said in the first segment, he is on this traditional State of the Union tour where he goes ahead and he's talking about the State of the Union and what he wants to accomplish, and he's just reaffirming what the State of the Union. Well, as it was Super Bowl week, Joe Biden. Well, tradition. Let's just say tradition is that the Super Bowl would be the president would grant the hosting channel, which is Fox, a interview for the Super Bowl, which is like a pre-game interview, whatever it was air before the Super Bowl. You didn't see it Sunday because the president didn't go. That's right. Early in the week, last week, it was announced that President Joe Biden would not be getting interviewed by Fox News. Now, he tried to go through a loophole with this. He was going to go on a station called Fox Soul. It is a small streaming platform, and it's aimed towards the African American community. So he was trying to get on that, but the thing of it is, Fox Soul has no affiliation with Fox News or the Fox organization that is airing the Super Bowl. See, Fox News does, Fox Sports, that's all in one big connection. But the president of the United States said, no, I'm not going on Fox News. Now, this has happened before. To be fair to the president right now, President Donald Trump, I think it was in 2019, did not go to NBC and do an interview with them. They were the hosting site of the Super Bowl, hosting channel, whatever you want to call it. And President Trump said he wasn't going. Why? Because NBC and CBS and all these other networks that host the Super Bowl were more leaning to the left, and they were going to ask him ridiculous questions. Now, did Trump do right by doing that? You can have a debate on that. I wouldn't, but, that is up to the president. So you can justify why the president didn't want to go. Well, Isaac, why do you think President Biden didn't want to go? Because he did not want to get asked any questions. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason he wanted to go around this loophole and say, I went on Fox Soul, because 9 out of 10, that streaming service would have gave him softball questions, and they wouldn't have asked him anything hard. Well, Isaac, you have no proof of that. You don't know. Really? Well, let me go ahead and tell you my proof. Because President Joe Biden didn't go on Fox News, but he did go on PBS. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it was Wednesday. Biden goes ahead and had an interview with PBS where they asked him some questions about the documents, the classified document scandal that's been going on with the last three presidential administrations. Biden tells PBS he's not at liberty to discuss classified documents, but suggests his staff is to blame. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember I think it was last week, I was talking about Biden don't take blame for anything. Well, it wasn't me, it was my staff. Now, at the time of this recording, just to be fair, they found some more documents with Trump that was digitally put into a laptop. We saw this early, and then they found one classified document at Vice President Pence's home. And they have said that they took them. But President Biden is blaming everybody else. Now, this is where I'm going to come to the point. When that question was asked, the host of PBS said, we can move on to another question. This person that was supposed to be interviewing the president on PBS is supposed to press and supposed to ask the tough questions. No. President Joe Biden went on PBS. Why? He chose to go to PBS because PBS is a left-leaning organization that likes Joe Biden and does not want to put Joe Biden in harm's way of anything. He's running for president in 2024, ladies and gentlemen, which a new ABC poll came out, and I think ABC Washington Post poll say only 40% of people want President Biden to run for re-election. And this is why I'm bringing this out. The reason, if you're wondering, I wonder why he didn't go on Fox. Because the president does not want to be asked hard questions. And to be honest with you, I think Karine Jean-Pierre is tired of tough questions. Because it also broke out this week that President Biden, I have the article. I want to make sure I wasn't planning on this, so this is off the rails right now. But I remember seeing this in my notes earlier. The president, for some reason, took out a $250,000 line of credit against his Delaware Beach home aimed a scandal. Now, the White House sidestepped this question regarding this line of credit when asked Karine Jean-Pierre about it. They were on Air Force One. The press, an unidentified reporter questioned White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre about Biden's financial move, which he and his wife, First Lady Jill Biden, made in early December. President Biden took out a $250,000 line of credit on his house in Rebota late last year. Can you say what it was for? The reporter asked. Karine Jean-Pierre. Yeah, I saw that report. I would just have to reference you to the White House counsel office. She's been doing that a lot lately. Hey, what about the scandals, Karine Jean-Pierre? Oh, you got to talk to the White House counsel. What about this line of credit? You got to talk to the White. Now, we don't know a lot about this line of credit, but Karine Jean-Pierre is doing the same thing Biden's doing. Ladies and gentlemen, she went on The View the other day, and when kind of pressed by somewhat of a conservative on The View, she went ahead and go all around the question. And, of course, the lovely lady of The View, I remember the one that's supposed to be conservative on there. Okay, Miss Karine Jean-Pierre. Okay, you're fine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what gets me upset all about this. Okay, Trump did it. I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt, and President Biden could do. This is the problem with President Biden. If you compare President Biden and President Trump together, Trump went on CNN. Trump did go to MSNBC. Trump tried to go on these and look. Let's go talk about transparency. Biden hardly goes on any. He has not been on Fox News to my knowledge. He has been He has been on CNN one time that I can remember. He's been on 60 Minutes, and then he got into a lot of trouble with that. So what is the problem with Joe Biden? Well, Joe Biden just don't want to be asked any hard questions. And I think Fox News was hoping for this, but they pulled it already. They said, look, we're not even going to ask no more. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the reason he's not going on Fox News is because he don't want to be asked hard questions. Now, this goes to another point, too. President Joe Biden, well, let me not say President Joe Biden. Majority of the Democrats on the left. Don't you remember when Donald Trump didn't want to go ahead and go on these networks? Oh, the president should be transparent. He should be able to have reporters ask him questions anytime he wants because they need to find out the facts. Why don't they say the same thing about Biden? President Trump, every time he got out of the White House, they had reporters, they would ask him stupid questions. And he would take some time to answer it. Biden does it every so often, but normally Biden just goes, hey, and walks off. Biden don't go, it hasn't been on Fox News. Look, even this point, President Obama went on Fox News. Ladies and gentlemen, that's bad when President Obama goes on Fox News and Joe Biden doesn't. Because I think they know that Fox is the only one that's going to give them hard questions. And it's sad that a president will not go ahead and sit on the other side of criticism, but rather go to comfortable softball questions, news coverage. And it's sad. It's sad. No transparency, none whatsoever.